Illusion shattered! Ha! Ha! Let's light it up!
Burn!
Let's go find some treasure! Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Or not. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Adventure time!
On closer inspection...
Grasp the thought and...
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed! You're never going to get it down at this rate.
Hey! What are you guys up to?
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me! Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation again?
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so... I obviously don't.
Mr. Shigeru, can you... People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor...
Didn't you say this?
The Omamori...
Look at you now.
Wait.
Yep, it's from the one called a first-hand... No, it's as a fellow
Look, Junkichi.
What's so surprised...
Why don't we go... She's the
Adventure time!
Miko! Great, you're here!
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy.
No, not at...
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shidomon turned him away. But since his victory...
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving to. If it were me,
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee.
Oh, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your
Well, they're kinda too
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately?
What? Rumors? I haven't heard it.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in addition.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for...
Not at all. Never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you, too, for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists!
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place. Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
This feels all wrong! But you
All right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be...
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what...
How strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty...
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just said... But that's not important right now.
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you...
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his...
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Hello, sir.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, we're not here for any... But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
Well, yes, I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a swordmaster, and even asked...
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge—
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen, that is. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He always has reliable information.
We've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice.
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're—
We're not here to sign up, but we would like—
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" and then ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go.
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he has been found.
Here to play with me.
Abandoned property belongs to whoever finds it first.
Bow your head.
Shine down!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Settle down.
Look at me. Just once more.
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
So this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating. Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel the feel? Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man? Please, spare me! Spare me! I can't feel the. I can't take any more. I'm gonna. Yohei! Yohei! Save me! Save me!
Did you hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for help!
Huh? Who goes?
He stood up! And now he's coming this way!
No, don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. What?
Well, how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind?
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know? But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to. Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death situation. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But,
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing incantation. We made a wish. Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But his whole personality changed too. Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami
Well, 'cause with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Guji might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his...
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did. We had this coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
What is that?
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Ah! Save me! Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do?
We, but you, little one. Just
Who's this? Ah, a fellow sword. Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Silence!
There is no escape!
Take this! Listen it over!
Illusion shattered!
Will end you!
Bow your head. Justice is blindsided.
That was great! Excellent! Whoop! What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end, huh? Well, Paimon sure is confused. Do you know what that was all about?
we can talk about it later. There
What am I doing here?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my... I was terrified, and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't. And the voice kept talking about...
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Guji, and thank you for your assistance, exorcism.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it.
Thank you, Lady Guji. Thank you, We'll be on our way then.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten him? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
They would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their...
So, what?
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo.
Fair enough. But it seemed...
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it did... Even if we'd done nothing at all. Of course. All right, seems like we've wrapped...
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you...
You mean... Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book. Yeah.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to...
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are actually capable of summoning spirits.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long.
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might be a... What do you think, Traveler? You're right. Big events in the light novel market should be at the center of her attention, surely. But she doesn't seem to care about this book.
Lady Yai!
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please take a look.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes. Overall bestseller, reader's favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirit.
Both of you, back here now!
Nico? What is it? You have a really scary look.
Curious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. I have to come up with a counterplan. And you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk here? Oh, am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me out. Ad Astra. Thank you for. Ad Astra.
Well, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the Yai Publishing House.
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation of the Yai Publishing House with the status of Guji Yai and tell everyone that the ink can...
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolute wrong.
Yeah! Wait! Seriously?
A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is the hottest light novel right now. If we did as you suggested, we would effectively be advertising to everyone that the incantations are real. In bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers, all we would accomplish is to create more curious readers ready to try them out. Also, sales for the book would only
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic. Oh, how about...
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation would require, going to such lengths over a light novel would be extremely disruptive to the lives of Inazumans.
But that means there's nothing we can do.
Well, I've been thinking. I've read a first-hand guide to summoning spirits. It has many other good qualities besides the book contains many ancient... That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rival's sales numbers and incidentally...
Wait, Miko, so you want us to write a novel?
Well, I did say... Anyway, I'll be at Ui...
The key to a successful when to use good illustrations can make up. There's a saying that lighten up the illustrations in a.
The Yai public, the winner gets a...
I'll be honest, in most traditions, by contrast, the protagonist...
I've been reading these days, though. Everyone, not only is it a
There's much more to light novels than Paimon realized.
There you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru isn't... Satomi is... They will be teaming... Now then. All very true. More important...
Paimon folk, for example.
Take as a traveler.
Oh, right.
But not at all. As long as the core...
Alright, let's start with chapter 1 then. What are you thinking? Let's see what you've got. After enrolling in the Mondstadt Academy, I found out that the young man sitting next to me in class, he said he was a bard, had a habit of playing his lyre in class, and always had a bottle of liquor on his person. But his true identity was actually the principal of the... What kind of plot is that?
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give... It just goes to show. You have to have an interesting character sitting in the... The protagonist is a transfer student, new to the school, whose ordinary life is about to take a wild turn when they meet the ballad and alcohol-loving principal. Sounds interesting. Approved.
Paimon just does not see the appeal.
Good job, little one. You're not only understand what we're trying to do here. Thoughts from the experts? Are we able to work with this general frame?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the
That's good. Okay, we're done with Chapter 1. Let's move on to Chapter 2.
Huh? What?
Readers will devour... Hurry, Chapter 2.
Huh? What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's luck would carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what?
The bane of our existence. Writer's block. It's your arch nemesis.
Sounds...
When this happens, the best thing... Bob... Don't worry. This is my treat.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko, we'll be getting paid for all the...
Of course. Everyone that takes part in the creative process will be paid.
Alright, cool. Then let's press on, shall we? Don't give up now, for the sake of our paycheck, get your brain going! Oh! Does this mean your inspirations come back? Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that with the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. Is this the kind of cheap thrill that guy was talking about?
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure it will spark the people's... I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this. Approved.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhongli doesn't mind.
Great. Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
The strict Principal Raiden of the Inazuma Academy decided to confiscate all. With the help of Lady Kitsune, the protagonist defeats Principal Raiden in an exam before the throne, forcing the principal to abolish the Literature Hunt Decree. Are we absolutely sure we can publish?
We can and we will. I think it's one thing, though. We'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the Omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious Lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their wishes come true. The protagonist uses this spell to defeat the Raiden Shogun in battle. That should...
Whoa, so we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing...
Are we done then?
The content is fine. Now I will contact... She runs a regular Q&A. You're free to...
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements. With Miss Hina getting so popular lately, a lot of people have come to us hoping to do a collab. But Miss Hina's not. Maybe that's why her fans like Mayor Light.
We'll do our best.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous...
What a strange pen name.
What do you mean? Don't you think it...
We'll get this printed.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Okay, then I'll thank you all for your...